Hello, all friends out there. Welcome. Today, we're talking about grounding. In order to talk about grounding, we actually need to talk about water. So, the water is what makes the ground itself become alive. And the reason we're ungrounded is because of how enticing the water is. Think about like Narcissus. He's just captivated by his reflection, just loves what he's seeing so much that he forgets the rest of the world. That's what's happening in our beautiful awareness that ungrounds us, is that we're seeing all these shiny, beautiful things to be distracted by, and we take them as like the whole reality, essentially. And whilst that's happening, we've untethered ourselves from the whole of ourselves. So to ground ourselves is a remembrance of what we are and therefore what we're not. So what we are is a sea. You're seeing me right now. How are you seeing me? You're seeing me in your sea of awareness. But it's not just as simple as that. This sea of awareness is being fed by waves. So if you've ever seen a sine wave, a sound wave, it's a squiggly line that goes up and down, up and down, up and down like that. Okay? And it's doing this motion, and in the middle is a line. But the ups and the downs, these are the waves. Okay? Now these waves are being fed into like a movie, and you're converting these waves from waves into moving pictures and audio. It's the same thing that a TV is doing. It's displaying for you the visual and the audio that's being read from a tape, and we could call that tape the wave generator, right? It contains within the tape the entire movie. And so in science or whatever, they call this waves and particles. It's that the waves are interpreted and converted into particles. Okay? If you can understand that, you can understand the TV, then you can understand your own awareness and how to ground it. So in order for you to generate any reality that you can perceive, you're converting these waves. You're taking in these waves. You're eating them. Oh, nom, 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 nom. And you're spitting out what you can see, what you can hear, what you can feel. All of that is converting waves into perception. Now, there's nothing wrong with the waves, actually. You can't even see the waves. What you see is your output of the waves. Okay? Now, the confusion comes when, while you're doing this, you're looking at the things that you're outputting, and you're taking them as your whole self in a way. It's the equivalent of like you're a TV, and in you, the movie is playing, and you're seeing all these characters and scenes and things happening in the movie. There's sounds, there's thoughts, there's feelings, right? And you're getting hyper focused on these things. When you get hyper focused on these things, that's when you're getting caught in time. So your mind is getting caught in time, but in reality, time is in your mind. So because you're flipping the polarity there, it's not polarity, you're turning things inside out, basically, because you don't even realize what's going on. Is that you've got a field of awareness, and on the edges of that field is an unmoving screen. Just like when you watch a TV, the screen of the TV never moves. The frame never moves. It always stays fixed there in your lounge room. Well, that's the same thing as your field of awareness. You can look left, you can look right, up, down, right? Everything just moved. What didn't move? Your screen. Your screen didn't move. All the pictures moved on the screen, but the monitor stayed exactly still. Okay, and if you can understand that you have a monitor, that you have a screen, and it's not moving, then congratulations, you now understand how to ground yourself. It's that simple. Because everything in the screen, while it's on, while the movie's playing, everything is moving. All the time. It's the only thing that doesn't change is that everything changes. Okay? Because that's how reality manifests. It's moving, it's linear, it's one frame to another like a movie. Huh? The movie isn't timeless. It's in time. The movie is in time. But the screen is timeless. And the screen is what contains all the time. All the time is contained within the screen itself. And the screen is your see. You can see me. Okay? And if you can see me, then that means your see has edges to it. And if you can unfocus your eyes from the individual waves that are moving on the screen, then you can soften your eyes and expand your field of perception to all of yourself, which is your screen, your ocean, your sea. And you can actually see without being caught in the waves. You can see in stillness. And you can see that the waves are still crashing, the tides are still going in and out. That's not going to change, because those tides are the times. That movement is the movement of the waves. It's the movement of existence itself. Okay? So as long as you're focused on the individual waves, you've become captured by time. But you can at any time shift your perspective, and you're no longer captured by time, because you are the thing that's encapsulating time itself. You are the circumference that houses all of existence. Okay? And you don't need to have a complicated view of reality. You can see that it's all contained within you. Just like the TV contains the whole movie. With that, you can just instantly ground yourself. Instantly. Anytime you forget that you're a screen, you can just remember again. It's just about, do you have a desire to be grounded? Well, then soften your eyes, soften your focus, soften your ears, and expand yourself to the frame. It's that simple. So I wish you the best of luck. Much love.